This is Sims, and we are back with more Variable Barricade. Just continuing Shion's route, obviously. And we're starting here at Speechless. Feeling awkward around Shion, I go to Samuki and Arimura for help. On my way home from our meeting, I... Play this event? Yes! Blinding sunlight streamed through the curtains. It was morning. I peeked out the window as I lay under the comforter, and before I knew it, it was already dawn. Couldn't sleep again. I'm worthless to you without a job, aren't I, Spacey? Although we came home together after what happened yesterday, we didn't say a word to each other. Shion went to his room and didn't come back out, so naturally I couldn't go see him and get hugs. Any way you look at it, I'm in the wrong. Why did I have to be so rude to him? That makes more sense. I have to apologize. But how, though? Kasuga? Miss Spacey, it's time to get ready. I'm up. I'll be right there. All right. I'll be waiting in the dining room. Oh! I love you, Kasuga. Okay. I have to hurry and get ready. Going to apologize. Now's the time. I should be able to talk to him after breakfast while he's taking care of my hair. I'm scared to see him. But Shion wasn't in the dining room. I mean, I honestly did not expect him to be here. Huh? Where's Shion? He went out somewhere. This early? I think he said he had something to do. I've never seen him get up that early. Oh, okay. What do I do? I can't believe he won't even let me see him. This is so upsetting. He's going out to get a job. Shion didn't show up. I was still anxious about it even after I had arrived at school. Why is it saying Spacey Sue? Why is there a random Sue in there? What is that? Anyway. Spacey! Samuki, you're what? I was about to take my seat when Samuki ran up and suddenly flung her arms around me. The warmth of her arms gradually revived my sleep-deprived brain and perked up my mood. Looks like you're back from visiting your parents. Yep, I was so excited to see you, Spacey, that I took the Super Express train back. Is everything alright back home? Oh yes, it was all really frustrating, but I was able to get it done in a jiff. It feels so good to do this. So revitalizing. You feel like Samuki's got a little bit of a crush on us. I'm just saying. Like, I'm okay with it. Revitalizing. When I heard her say that, I remembered that Shion said hugging and had therapeutic effects. Or, you know, just that. I just think it's funny. We're like, what are you doing? I'm just hugging you. Okay. I want that feeling, too. As I thought that, I subconsciously squeezed Samuki back. My hands wound around her back and I hugged her tightly. So warm. Samuki's like, what are you doing? It's a little different than hugging Shion. Easy. I'm sorry, Were you possibly lonely without me here? No, I mean, something like that. I see. Why am I doing this? I looked down at my hands and sighed. It's actually just so funny, because, like, most people, like, you know, you hug your friends, fine. But, like, that's like, oh, I didn't mean to hug you. Oh, come on. It's kind of cute. Maybe it was the gender difference. Holding Samuki was very soft and comfortable. But Shion's much larger, and I felt all wrapped up in his arms. Plus, with Samuki, it doesn't feel like I'm being protected. More like I'm being cuddled. There's nothing wrong with either of those. What is wrong with me? Samuki, it's a comforting friend hug. And with Shion, it's a nice, supportive love hug. The day passed by in a blur due to my lack of sleep. The next thing I knew, I was on my way home. I wonder if Shion's home. Deep down, I was racked with anxiety, but I put on a calm exterior and opened the door. I thought, didn't it say, like, on our way home? But I guess it's another day, not today, because, like... However... Xian? Nah, he ain't back yet. Really? He called to say that he wouldn't be back until later tonight. I don't think he'll be having dinner with us, either. Oh, I see. I was honestly relieved, because I didn't know what I should do when I saw him. But that also means that he doesn't even want to see me. Is something wrong, Spacey? It's nothing. You know what, just pet the dog. It'll be fine. Petting Nayu. Yeah, it's not the same, but it's okay. After dinner was over, I have to finish my homework. I can't concentrate at all. Miss Spacey, I've brought you some tea. Thank you. Kasuga! That makes me feel better. We're like all sad because Shion's not here, but like, hey, here's Kasuga, yay! It makes me feel better. I'm sorry for interrupting. Kasuga entered my room and brewed me a cup of tea, as usual. I absent-mindedly watched the steam rise from the cup, and perhaps against my better judgment asked, Kasuga, is Shion back yet? No, not yet. Do you know where he went? I do not. I do not even know when he will be back. Oh. And I could give a flying fuck less. Underlining its undertone, After that, I continued with my homework without much interest. I finished everything up and looked at the clock. Normally, I'd be heading to Shion's room at this time. I'm sure he hasn't come home yet. I don't even have the courage to go to his room in the first place. Right as I thought I'd finished everything I had to do, I felt a pang of uneasiness in my chest. Your ticking clock. The ticking of the clock sounded oddly loud as I sat there motionless. I mean, yeah. It feels so antsy, and I'm kind of thirsty. But my teacup was empty. I'll go downstairs and get some more. Just as I reached the bottom of the stairs... Yeah, I got it. It's fine. Huh? I know that voice. I'm assuming it's Shion. I turned around and, to my surprise, saw that Shion had just walked in from the front door. He was on the phone with someone, so he didn't notice me. Don't worry, I got it. I told you that I'd do it. Eureka, who do you think I am? See, you do know me. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I ended up sort of eavesdropping, even though I didn't mean to. Eureka, that's a girl's name. They seem friendly. Maybe she's an ex-patron. Huh? Spacey. Hey, sorry for coming back so late. It's fine. Welcome back. Going to bed soon, Spacey. I know it's a little late, but do you want to hug a bit, like we usually do? No, I'm okay. Shion's acting the same as ever. It's like yesterday never happened. Which is just so funny, he's like putting up this front, even though we basically... She didn't mean to say that, you know what I mean? Like, you're worthless without a job, but like, that's how he took it, and he's just thinking that, but he's still keeping on, like, props to you for being able to hide that, because like most people, it's mean! I don't know, I'd be crying on a corner somewhere. But now's my chance to apologize. So, here you go. The moment I opened my mouth to speak, Shion put his hand on my head. I guess this is all we're gonna do today. Too bad. Okay, well, that's it for now. Good night. Good night? He then casually left for his room. Shion was doing his own thing. He wouldn't let me apologize. He was probably, like, trying to avoid you talking. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just gonna be polite. Here you go, pat on the head. Okay, bye! And then, like, to avoid talking to you because he's hurt by what you said, maybe? I'm just gonna guess. Maybe. But he did actually come back home, and we did get to talk for a bit. I can apologize some other time, right? I'm sure we'll get a moment alone together tomorrow. However, it turned out to be not that easy. I mean, because he's kind of avoiding you, you know? Unless he secretly went and got a job. But I still feel like but that's just so sad. Because he's like, fine, I'm worthless to you without a job. And then look, I got a job because you wanted me to. And it's like, Shion, learn to love yourself. Okay, I'm just saying. You shouldn't just go get a job. No? The way the lights just moved in here. Like, the shadow from outside, it was weird. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, it's, on one hand, you're like, it's cute because you're like, I went out and got a job. See, you wanted me to get a job. I've got a job. There you go. And like, but at the same time, it's like, but, like, unless he realizes that the words that came out of my mouth were not exactly how I feel, but he's thinking, oh, I'm worthless without a job. Fine, I got a job. Now I've got worth to you. But like, would you want to be with someone who thinks you're worthless without a job or like worthless without XYZ? Like that's a problem. Like, most people need to have a job, in order to like, survive, and maybe he understood that what she wasn't trying to say worthless. He's like, he's like, oh yeah, I thought about it, and it's just you're not like, I get what you're saying. You weren't trying to say I'm worthless. It's expected because of your position and whatever. Like, if he understood her inability to communicate, then fine. But I don't know. On one hand, cute, like, oh, that's cute. You got a job for me. And on the other hand, sweetie, you got a job because I said you were worthless. So then you're trying to prove your worth to someone who said, like, I don't. What? No, have some self-respect. But again, unless it's like, he's like, no, I knew that's not exactly what you were trying to say. That's the way it came out. And that's what my brain went to. But I thought about it and realized that wasn't where you were going. Misunderstanding things. Okay, fine. A few days later, man, she ain't here today either. Either? It came out like weird. I was trying to say either and either, and it came out like, I don't even know. Anyway. Yeah, he said he'd eat breakfast on his way out or something. Xian's sure been super busy lately. He's hardly ever home. Who takes me for walks? Like, absolutely. I wonder what he's been getting up to. Whenever I ask, he just avoids the question and says it's a secret or something. Hey, babe, have you asked him what's up? No. I want to, though. Bert, don't hijack my headset. From then on, Xian was hardly around the house. The last time I saw him was the other night when I ran into him at the front door. Guess he did go out every once in a while, but he used to be home most of the time. He'd especially be there to greet me when I came home. He used to prioritize our time together. He's over there like, I got a job. Did you want me to have a job and not be here for you? Or did you want me to be here for you and prioritize you? He's pulling a fast one on us. And we'll be like, never mind. He's like, right, that's what I thought. Good job, Xion. He's really actually just sitting on a bench in a park somewhere, just like reading a book. But, come on, Spacey, follow me. Oh, welcome home. This is the first time we've gone without seeing each other in a really long time. He looked totally normal when I said what I did, but I wonder if he was actually really angry. Sad, maybe. Wait, could that phone call the other day have been him giving up on me and looking for a new patron? When I realized what I was thinking, I shook my head as if to get rid of the thoughts. That's just negative thinking. Then, a few more days later, I heard our math teacher isn't here today. Yeah. It's been so cold lately. Maybe her teacher got sick. Right. Make sure you bundle up, Spacey. I can't stand to see you like this. What? You know what this calls for. Oh, we're going tea time with the girls, and Arnemur's gonna be like, why? Every time! Arnemura's face always looks like, the fuck? I think she secretly likes it, but she doesn't want to. It's time for Girl Talk Part 2! 2? 2 in French? Anyway. Let's get this over with. But why are we doing this all of a sudden? Un, deux, trois. Yeah, un, deux, trois. Hey! I can count to 3 in French. I don't know why. I never took French. Yeah, anyway.
Worrying is all part of romance. I've been watching you worry incessantly, but I cannot let it go on any longer. I'm here to give you as much advice as you need so you can get your peace of mind back, Spacey.
Smokey.
Come on, Spacey, don't hold back. What's got you sighing like a gloomy Gus?
Guess I'll stick around too. I'm a little curious anyway.
Thank you both so much.
So, what's been going on?
Well,
I told Xian he was worthless without a job and now he won't talk to me.
understandably so. I opened up about all the troubles I'd been holding in. Xian admitting his feelings for me, using the Princess Kaguya-style strategy.
And Artemura's like, ugh. And Samuki's like, who the fuck? Damn, you actually did it, huh?
I really didn't mean to say something so horrible. I'm sure I hurt Xian very, very badly. But I can't take back what I said, so that's why I wanted to at least apologize, but I have to see him in order to do that, and there's hardly any chance now. Write a nice, pretty letter and slip it under his door.
Do not give it to Kasuga to give it to him, because he will burn it.
Have you tried going to his room? Or maybe getting his attention in passing?
Whenever I'm home, he's always out, so we can't even see each other in passing.
I see.
After talking through everything, they both sat there frozen, looking tense. And in a normal situation, you can ask your butler, excuse me, I know you track everybody, and I know you know exactly where he is, and everything that is happening, and if you don't know, you will be able to find it out, because you are goddamn magical. But, like, in this situation, you can't, because he'll be like, no idea! Files his nails. Get the butter fucking late. Say about it. I'm just saying, you know, because Kasuga hates Xian, so he would not help us in this. I mean, if we were like, Kasuga, bats eyes at him, I'm gonna need you to find Xian, he'd probably do it begrudgingly. You know? But, you know, we're trying to pretend that we don't like Xian, so like, we're not gonna do that. After talking through everything, they both sat there frozen, looking tense. I don't know if I read that. I'm sorry, I never should have given you that advice. No, it's not your fault, Artemura. This all happened because I didn't have enough faith in Xian. I should have been happy to hear him say that he loved me, but that by itself is scary. I wanted something more certain, but I got too greedy. I totally deserve what happened. Samugi and Artemura looked at each other like they were stumped. But when they turned back to me, their expressions were totally different and full of excitement. Spacey, it's too early to give up! But it's not like he told you he hated you, right? In my opinion, it does no good to assume and get stuck in your own head.
She's right! You've still got a shot! Next time you see Xian, tell him honestly how you feel right now. That alone should make things better.
Will it, though?
It will.
At least you'll feel better. He might reject you, and that'll make you feel worse, but you'll still feel better, sort of, for a minute. There's no getting around the fact that you did what you did, but do you seriously think that alone would end things? It's precisely because it wouldn't that you're worried, right? Yeah, you're right. Encouraged by the both of them, I began to feel more positive. It was like vocalizing my anxieties had cleared away the cobwebs in my head. Thank you. We'll try to talk with Xian somehow.
See? That's the spirit!
Yeah, that's the first step. Nothing will happen otherwise.
That's that then. Let's get something sweet to recharge your energy. Oh, excuse me. We're ready to order.
Samugi ordered a multitude of desserts with frightening speed. I thought for a second, we're ready to order, and it's going to turn around, it's going to be fucking Xian. I don't think he would actually be able to serve in a cafe. Not because he thinks like, oh, it's beneath me. It'd be like, I don't know how to do anything. Like, I feel like Xian definitely would be like, I'm going to go into modeling or designing or something. Like all those things he's good at, you know? I guess she was going all out trying to cheer me up. I've got really great friends. But I ordered way too much. We can't possibly eat all that. About 10 minutes after ordering, desserts lined the table from corner to corner. That's like saying that you can't eat an entire motherfucking cheesecake. That's bullshit. You can. You're gonna fucking regret it, but you can fucking do it! And I want cheesecake now.
Well, girls, dig in.
You are messing up my diet. It's not how we managed to finish all the desserts. Ugh, I feel like crap.
I don't think I'll be needing dinner. Oh, jeez. My skirt feels so tight.
Mood.
I just wanted to say thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now. Even if I also feel worse, physically. I would do anything to see you smile, Spacey.
I got some place to be. Y'all cool if I take off now?
I've got to get home too and binge all that anime I recorded.
We stood on the sidewalk waiting for the light to change at the intersection as we chatted. Oh, wait. We're gonna run into oh god, billboard with Shion on it? Oh, a commercial! Oh god, he's in a commercial. When we were all walking and I was like, oh no. And then it went to the white screen. I was like, oh yeah, this is happening. I figured we were going to run into him somehow doing some kind of job thing. And this is it. Okay. For whatever reason, I looked up at the electronic billboard and saw it was playing a commercial for a popular makeup brand. It's nearly time for all the Christmas makeup collections to come out. I wonder which one I should get this year.
The designs are so cute, aren't they? I always feel their allure every year.
This commercial. The commercial appeared to be set in an old antique-style workshop. There was a young man with his back to the camera painting away on a canvas. On the plain white canvas was a portrait of a young lady. The man kept stopping like he wasn't satisfied with his work. He then pulled out a small artist palette from a drawer. No, actually it was an eyeshadow palette. He dabbed his fingertip into the eyeshadow and gently applied it to the young lady's eyes on the painting. This actually sounds like a really cool ad. I want to watch it. Like, actually I'm here for this. Sounds good. It looked as though he were trying to infuse the painting with her soul. And then the camera revealed the breathtakingly beautiful completed picture. It's Shion. Just kidding. He's the beautiful lady in the painting. He made this palette or something. The young man nodded his head in satisfaction. He then left his seat and walked over to a window. As he aimlessly looked out the window, a little bluebird flew up to him. That looks like a Shion hand, I'm just saying. Oh, look at the little birdie! It's so cute! Stop! Best CG in the game. Okay, I mean, it's kind of tied with the Kasuga CG, alright? But, like, look at the little bird! Look, turn around. Look! Do you see the birdie? It's a little blue birdie. He's not real, but isn't he cute? You don't care? You're not even gonna talk? We're not even talking about how cute that fucking bird is? No? You just... Okay, what? What did you just say? See how cute he is. Wanna talk? My bird gives no fucks. Anyway. It's funny because, like, okay, he had his back to the thing, blah, blah, blah. But is it Shion? Because I feel like she should have caught on it with Shion beforehand, but I get that they're trying to drag it on if it's him, you know, but... Or you didn't see his face, but you didn't notice his jellyfish hair? Like, the back of his head and wasn't like, oh, that's Shion's hair. Nobody else has that motherfucking jellyfish hair. I wish a sweetheart would fly to me like this bird. Look at how beautiful he looks with a bird. Best Shion CG ever. It's Shion and a fucking bird. I'm a crazy bird lady. We know this. I love my birds, so... He has yet to find his destined love, the one he yearns for. Look at how... Oh my god, and then he looks at you... Jesus! This is a hot CG. Like, he is gorgeous. I've been searching for you so long. My one and only. After the commercial ended, we were all frozen in place, which is really weird because that's a commercial for an eyeshadow palette. You kind of had me at the, like, using the eyeshadow palette to paint onto the painting and make her more come to life, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm waiting for you, my one and only. Wait, what? What does that have to do with eyeshadow? It kind of went off in a weird direction. Like, if I get that eyeshadow palette, he'll love me. I get it. But, like, at the same time, it's so weird. After the commercial ended, we were all frozen in place. We just stood there, speechless, even though the light had already turned green. Hey, did you see that commercial? That guy was so hot. I've never seen a model like that before. Easy. Was that just... Can you hear me? What? What? What the heck was that? What the heck? No. Oh, she's so cute. What the fuck was that? Better. Afterward, I came straight home. I had to ask Shion about that commercial. I'm back. Where's Shion? Spacey, Spacey, Spacey! Look at this! Mayuta ran up to me the moment I opened the living room door. Shion's face was on the TV. Apparently, they had just watched the same commercial. So you all saw it too? Yep. And look what Nayuta brought back. Phrasing on that. Like, you're like, oh, look what Tom brought back from the store, right? Like, look what Tom brought back. But just because Nayuta's a dog, so the phrasing of, and look what Nayuta brought back is like, look what the dog brought back on his walk. I don't know why that's so funny in this context. But he used the Les Jardins secret, like the secret garden thing, but thank God it's for an eyeshadow palette and not our perfumes, because like, girl. Ichiya held out a flyer for the same commercial. Automate in the bottom. Are you releasing this eyeshadow palette? I'd bet. Not gonna lie. The best fucking eyeshadow I have, literally, it's like my favorite one to use now, is like a pink color. A neon fucking pink. And I never would have thought like pink or red eyeshadows. I was never really into those colors for eyeshadow, like thinking for me. But I did a Kuji raffle for why can't I think of the frickin' anime right now? Oh my god. Anyway, was it Idolish 7? I think it was Idolish 7, right? And they did like makeup stuff and I was like, fuck it, why not? And I got like 2 individual eyeshadows and then the palette. And I got like a pink one. And I was like, okay, that is like the best fucking shit. Okay? It's not even like that fucking shit. You put on like every other eyeshadow you have, like if you're wearing it creases, you know, it gets whatever. This shit does not. And I use my eyeshadow, every eyeshadow, I always put it on wet, because otherwise you put it on dry, and like, you're like, look at this bright color, and then halfway through the day, you're like, it's gone, it just disappears. So if you put it on wet, it stays better, or if you, like, whatever. But like, this, you don't even, it's like, no, water just evaporates, like, it won't, you can't do it wet. It's weird. But like, I don't fucking know, this shit stays on, it looks fucking great, it never fucking creases, and I'm like, so I'm just like, if you were selling this, I would buy it, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing in Japan with eyeshadow, but it's goddamn amazing. I'm just saying. It's like my one experience, but I'm like, this is better than like everything else. So I would buy that, because it'd be worth it. I'm just saying. Anyway, a huge image of Shion was on it. And they were handing them out at the drugstore, and I took one without noticing. And that's not all. There were posters all over inside of the store, too. So this is why he's been out of the house recently? But I'm shocked he was able to land this brand after only just going back to modeling. The guy stared at the flyer with immense curiosity. I, however, was at my wit's end. What in the world does this mean? Hey, Shion! Shion waltzed in as if nothing had happened. He wore the exact same expression as he did in the flyer. Bro, when the blue blazes is this? Why does Taiga sound like your grandpa right now? Okay, Grandpa! It's just what it looks like. I'm giving modeling another go. Shion gave me a meaningful look. It is kind of sweet. Like, I mean, I feel bad that we had to, like, make him think we think he's worthless without it, but it is kind of cute that we were like, get a job. Go back to modeling, and he's like, fine. It's so awful. It's like sweet and awful at the same time. He then walked right up to me and... Here, a gift for you. It's really part of a Christmas makeup collection, but I'll give it to you early. It's a prototype, so don't tell anyone, okay? Oh, thank you. He put the same eyeshadow from the commercial in my hands after he said that. I don't believe this. But it was true. But, why did you... Do you have to ask? Shion chuckled a little, and I responded with, was it my fault? Was it me? Was it my fault? I mean, that sounds... Is it my fault you did this? That sounds like what you'd say if he murdered someone. Was it my fault that you did this? Did you do this for me? Is the romantic answer, so I would go with this. Yes!
Look, just saying, Shion's weird sometimes. Like, that seems like a waste, right? Was it for me?
Yes, that's right. I've had a lot on my mind since our last date.
But you told me you didn't want to go back to modeling.
That's true. But more than that, I wanted to give you what you wanted. It's important to you, even if it's not to me. And I think that should be the priority.
Shion, he said exactly what I wanted to hear. My cheeks grew hot when I heard his honest words, although that's really sad. I don't care about it, but you want it, so I'm gonna do it for you. Like, aw, but also, like, girl, don't make him do it if he doesn't want to. Like, feels mean. I'm still trying to catch up here, but does that mean you're completely back to modeling now?
I'm not so sure yet. But my name was already registered with an agency, so technically I've been a model for a while. And the agency's director had approached me many times to do some work, so...
What? That's so freaking cool! I had no idea. Do they need a dog in a shoot? I could totally do that. Or a gopher? I can go for stuff. He didn't really say any of that, but I'm just saying. Not you two.
Well, I didn't exactly tell you. Anyway, when I told him I was ready to go, he had a job for me right away. And maybe he thought I'd changed my mind. Maybe he thought I'd changed my mind. So because of that, I'm probably going to be very busy. I don't think I'll be home much for a bit.
But this is also good. I got a job for you. Now I'm never going to be around. And she's going to be like, yeah, I don't like this. You need to quit.
But I'm going to give it my all. Just you watch.
The last part was completely directed at me. When he said it, all I could do was nod my head. Well, that'll at least make meal prep easier for me, but seriously, good luck. Sounds good, bro. Looking forward to seeing what you do. Me too! I'm rooting for you!
Thanks, everyone.
While the boys happily chatted, I was left alone with my thoughts. I wanted Shion to go back to modeling. The fact that he did it for me means that the Princess Kaguya strategy was a success. Why do I feel all mixed up? Because he's going to be spending time working, and you're not exactly the priority anymore. Like, you got to balance, like, when you work. Like, okay, sometimes work takes priority, sometimes you got to balance things in life. But you were always his priority. That was it. You were always number one, and now it's like job, and now he's got to balance that, and then you're like, wait. Like, you don't get it both ways. You have the house husband whose priority is you, you know, the way Shion was, or you have the model husband whose priority is work, and then sometimes his priority is you, and it's kind of a back and forth, and it's like a shared responsibility. You know what I mean? So you're not getting 100% of his attention 100% of the time. All I'm saying. Is this really a good thing? And you've got to have everybody in the world oogling him. Just saying.
Oh my god, he's so hot.
And then you're always going to have bitches coming up to you trying to steal your man. I'm just saying. And by bitches, I do mean men or women. You never know. Just bitches. Whoever's trying to steal your man is a bitch. Regardless. Men, women, dogs, cats, snails, whatever. Man of the hour. Or to be hers. I'm pretty sure man of the hour because, well, see, now in this case, normally I said before left to right, but now because the flowchart is going around to the right, I would say this one before this one because, you know what I mean? Just the way it's angling around. Man of the hour. Yay. Shion makes a shocking return to modeling and instantly makes waves, which leaves me conflicted. Play this event? No.
Have a good day, miss.
I missed you guys. Missed him.
Hi, what you doing, buddy? Oh, are you stretching for Kazuka? Stretching for you? You're stretching for me, you and Patty. Oh, you've been very, very lovey today. Ow! Sorry, changed my mind. Have a good day, miss.
Thanks. Heading into school was the same as always. However, whether I liked it or not, everyone around me reminded me of reality.
Oh my god, have you seen that commercial?
Totally, I pre-ordered that makeup line, like, immediately after. The collection looks amazing, but the model is so dreamy.
Do you know his name? Has he been in anything else? I have to know.
I heard his name is Shion, but any other deets seem to be private. I've got to find out more about him. And have all these bitches up at my house now. Anyway. Also, the students walking around me were talking about the commercial. Is it a trend now? What happened to Rue? By the way, not that I mind that Rue is just, like, fucking gone. But, like, Nayuta's uncle was around all the fucking time throughout the whole route, just being a pain in my ass. And then Rue was a pain in the ass and just fucked off into the ether. What is happening? Like, what? I just now realized. I'm like, wait, did we just change the game we're playing? We're in a different route? We're in Shion's route, but it's a different route? Different Shion route? Like, bizarre. Not totally complaining. But also, I think it's weird. Is it a trend now? Good morning, Spacey. Morning, Samuki. Shion's, pretty popular, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, hi, I'm here for it. Look at how beautiful this CG is. Jesus. Right after the commercial aired, the manufacturer released just a small bit of information. Shion, a mysterious model. Tim, god fucking damn it. There's nothing that bothers me more than A's and An's. Okay, aside from, I seen that. Okay, that is like my high grammar trigger. I hate that. I seen it. No, stop it. I hate just saying it. I want to vomit. Anyway, but like also the A's and An's in the wrong places. It's kind of like, no, stop. It doesn't bother me as much as seen. I have seen that. Proper grammar. I seen that. I will punch you. I don't know why I hate it so much. Anyway. A mysterious model who crashed onto the scene like a comet. I mean, he's sparkly like a comet. Are comets sparkly? I don't know. Let's just pretend. His birthday, background, and everything else was like a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside a very attractive enigma. Trending! Who's this mysterious beauty? However, eagle-eyed fans started to recognize him from the photo we took with Rue a little while back. Well, there you go! There's Rue! Thanks for answering that. And rumors began to circulate that he was the legendary model Amethyst. I mean, if you can't figure that out just by looking, he hasn't changed his hair since... Okay, he was apparently 9 there? Yeah, I'm just saying. Shion has never changed his hair. Literally like my Sims, the second they hit teenager, they just always have the same hair and clothes. But I'm just saying, that's not real. Kind of like Stranger Things. Why does Will have the same bowl cut he had, like, when he got kidnapped in the first season, and then now in the 5th like, why? Can we, like, why do they all keep the same hair? Why? Seriously. Throughout middle school, high school, they have the same haircuts? We know who the characters are. You can change their hair. Like, stop it. Fucking stop it. There's probably a lot of things that you could be like, oh, this doesn't make sense in Stranger World, whatever. But the only thing that stands out is why do they have the same hair over these 4+ years? Who the fuck had the same hair? Go back and look at your yearbook pictures or your school photos from every year of your life. Your hair was different every school picture day. Fucking stop it. Stranger Things, stop it. They did not have the same fucking hair. It drives me crazy. Only Lucas changed his hair, I think. I think he changed his hair one way, but like everybody else, same hair. Stop it. Stop it. Except for Steve, you can keep him with the fun, crazy bouffant thingy he's got going on, because that's funny. But anyway, like, that bowl cut is not. Stop. But that's how this feels. Anyway. The attention-grabbing news star caused an uproar, and requests for interviews and TV appearances apparently were flooding in. But the all-important Shion turned them all down, further enhancing his mystique. Sorry. I got something in my throat. He seemed like a different person than the Shion I know. Hi, what's your problem? You're acting fidgety. If you gotta go to your spot. Don't you dare poop on my stuff. But be that as it may, I quickly realized that I couldn't pretend this wasn't my problem. I mean, you started the problem, so... Oh, okay! Good birdie! Good boy! I was trying to get him to his birdie spot, and I went to put my hand to, like, get him over there, and he just flew right in the motherfucking shit downstairs. Just navigated. He didn't even fly like over the... He went down with the stairs and then over the railing and down and around the corner. I mean, the navigation was like fucking A+. I'm just saying. Hey, Smokey? What's up? Does it feel like everyone's looking at me? Well, just between you and me. And there have actually been some rumors going around that Shion might be an acquaintance of yours, Spacey. Some eagle-eyed member at the school was like, remember when those 4 guys came to propose to her? That was one of them, I swear. I have pictures. What? Why? Remember when all 4 of them proposed to you publicly? Told you. Someone apparently brought up that they thought one of the guys looked like Shion. What the fuck? I did not. I swear to God. I have not played this before. Do these people never forget anything? It was quite a sensational incident, after all. Speaking of, there was a girl who asked me about it earlier this morning. Of course, I didn't tell her anything, but you might want to avoid talking about Shion at school. You're right. This is getting complicated, especially if you say his name, you know. If they just called him Amethyst and you were talking about Shion, no one would know, but they know his name is Shion, so. It was uncomfortable to have everyone watching me while I ate. I felt depressed and wondered how long the situation would continue, but then... Oh my! Boogie quickly glanced over a message on her phone and smiled. Spacey, are you free after school? Yes? I've been invited out by someone who would make the perfect companion for a private chat. I tilted my head to the side in confusion as Samugi grinned back at me. Shion? Because he's the man of the hour, and that's the title of the section, isn't it? Are we talking about Shion here? Later, after leaving school, Samugi took me to the seaside park, and I found a familiar face waiting there for us, probably Rue. I fucking quit. Okay? How many parts has Rue not been here and I forgot he existed, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck happened to Rue? And now here's this fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry I caused this. I don't care if you have played this game and were like, no, it always... No, I did this stuff. What is happening to me? I need to play the lottery or some shit, because, like, I'm on the ball today, and I don't even know. Like, oh, there's probably somebody recognizing Shan in the group. Remember when they proposed to you? Yeah, that's what I just... Wow, okay. I mean, I feel like that's a logical conclusion. But seriously, the forgetting Rue existed until, like, 5 minutes ago? What happened to Rue? Is he just gone for good? Fine. Hi! Oh my god. Shoot me now. Sorry. There you are! A long time no see, you two! Rue? He was doing a photo shoot near here, so he reached out. Because Amethyst is back, you're the two I want to talk to most about it. You saw the commercial, right? It was only like 30 seconds, but it had such a great vibe. Everybody in the business is buzzing about it. They're all doing everything they can to try and get in touch with him. My. Even to a professional, Shion's exceptional, isn't he? For sure, and that's why I've always admired Amethyst. I want to push Rue into the fucking harbor right now. You know what? You're gonna be the T, and I'm gonna kick your ass in the harbor. Let's play Boston Tea Party, Rue. You pretend you're the T. Hold on. I hate this kid so much. I don't know, he's so annoying. I think I also hate myself for giving him this voice. It's so irritating. My voice is irritating to begin with, but this one just... There's just something about this that just makes me want to hit myself. Like, why? Anyway. Oh, God. Oh, hey! You're Shan's girlfriend, aren't you? Have you heard anything about his future plans? Huh? And that is undoubtedly up to Spacey. Don't even start, Smoogie. Oh, what do you mean? Tell me. Well, you see, he went back to modeling to prove his love for Spacey. Oh, really? So does that mean I should go through you for Shion's work stuff? Oh my god, no! I don't know anything, okay? I admit I'm the reason he went back to modeling. But whatever happens from here on is up to Shion, I think. I see. Actually, me and Shion were offered an opportunity to appear together because of the photo we took before. But he turned it down, so it didn't happen. It's because you're obnoxious! Again, pretend you're T, kid. Just seriously. Just trust me, it'll be fun! No, you're supposed to hold your tea bag. You're supposed to hold it underwater till it steeps. I mean, drowns. No, I meant steeps. Yeah, no, that's right. Fucking hate it. I don't know why. I mean, like, he's all precious and adorable. Like, if you just look at him, you're like, look, he's kind of precious and adorable. But there's something about that just screams like, nah, he's going to be a douchebag. And they kind of turned into a little douchebag. I'm sorry. No, you're not. And Kasuga's like, I will fucking kill this kid. Like, look, I already didn't really like you, but then Kasuga was like really, 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 really wary of you and thought you were shady. And I have to believe Kasuga, okay? I'm just saying. Kasuga's usually never wrong. I was going to say Kasuga's never wrong, but he's a little bit wrong with the Shion thing. She's never gonna love you. Well, he's almost never wrong. He's not wrong about Rue, though. Fucking irritating little fucking child. Anyway. I was hoping I could benefit from Shion's popularity when I had the chance. At least he's honest. He's still as headstrong as ever. Douchey. That's the word I would have used, but there's no need to rush things. You've still got a lot of work right now, don't you, Rue? It's not enough, though! My biggest dream is still to be a Leclerc angel! Oh my god. Fucking... Okay, Shion, just call your fucking dad, get the kid in, and then he'll leave us alone! And then tell your dad to kick his ass and drown him in the harbor. I'm not gonna be tiny and cute forever, you know? Yeah, and then maybe you'll fade away into obscurity. We won't have to deal with you. I've gotta be an angel now! It's my only chance! Gotta hate this kid. That's what I admire about you, Rue. Truly. Really? Why? Bro. Thanks. Well, since I'm so admirable, maybe you could very subtly put in a good word for me with Shion? For my sake? I can't even put a good word in with Shion for me right now. Well, maybe, but like, don't push your luck, kid. Thank God. Blech. Rue stuck out his tongue mischievously, and I couldn't help but smile. Really? Again, I'd have kicked this kid in the fucking face right now. I knew I couldn't stay mad at him. Really? I can. I absolutely can. I'm mad at myself for fucking willing this bastard back into our existence. I'm sorry. I didn't will it. I jinxed it, is what it is. Like, if you mention Rue's name, he just appears. So, like, we'll try not to talk about him anymore. But now, forever, lingering in the back of my mind is like, oh god, when is Rue coming? So we know. Stupid Spacey! Stupid Spacey! Brought him back! There was still no sign of Shion, even after I had come home and finished dinner. Wonder if he won't be back tonight either. Hey, what are you doing just standing around, babe? Micah came out of the living room and looked at me curiously as I idly stared at the front door. Why the long face? You miss Shion that much, huh? That's not it. Like hell it ain't. He went back to modeling for you, didn't he? He wouldn't so much as lift a finger for something he didn't feel like doing before. But now look at him. He's the man of the hour. A man that does all that is a woman's dream, right? How do you feel? Are you all melting into a puddle or something? Woman's dream, huh? That's usually how it works. Had I fallen for Shion? I thought he was amazing, and I believed he had talent. But... Babe. None of your business. That's all I managed to say before fleeing the hallway. Because they're like, yeah. Why do I feel so unsure? This is exactly what I wanted, but... I sighed right when I entered my room. Not wanting to think about any of this, I turned to my desk to do my homework, but was surprised to see a small package that I had left there. The perfume Shion gave me. 2 small bottles sat side by side inside the box. Though Shion really should have one of the bottles. Things got so awkward that day and I felt I couldn't give him his bottle, so I just took the box with me when we went home. I picked up the pink bottle and spritzed a bit of it onto my wrist. It smells so good. The scent of roses gently filled the room. This was his impression of me. I knew a scent that was even more amazing. Without the prince's scent, I'd be trapped among the thorns. I knew a better scent? I'm like, oh, like if you mix them together, yeah. Oh. Also, the prince from Sleeping Beauty is supposed to get through the thorns to save the princess. But you can't even pick your own roses. Oh, I can figure something out with the thorns.
Didn't the prince have, like, some kind of special power in the original?
Without the prince, there was no story. But what kind of prince power was he talking about? I grasped the perfume bottle tighter as I muttered to myself, and I squeezed it so hard it broke. Man of the hour, and he wasn't even in it. Let's guess. I don't know. Do you think it's to be hers or to be hers? You know what? It's to be hers. Well, whoever guessed that, bravo. A+ for you. Xian's life has become busy. Returning home late one night, he runs into a worried Taiga. I know we got like 10 minutes, but we'll go.
I'm definitely not a fan of taxis. They've got such a distinct smell. Wonder if I can get them to send me a town car next time. It was already midnight. As expected, everyone was already asleep in their rooms. I guess I'll take a quick shower and get to bed too.
Oh.
Just then I bumped into Taiga, who was coming down the stairs.
Yo, feels like ages since I've seen you. You getting back this late?
I've had a lot on my plate recently. Are you still a night owl, Taiga?
Kinda. Anyway, you hungry, bro? I was thinking of wrangling a midnight snack. Come join me.
It's not a good idea to eat at this. My stomach rumbled, interrupting what I was about to say. Come to think of it, I've been so busy today that I probably haven't eaten enough.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go.
Okay. So, what are our options?
Just a sec. Let me check in the fridge.
You know, it just took me this fucking long to realize that is the actual fucking kitchen behind them. Like, what am I, dumb? Because I was always like, this is like the dining room, and I'm like, why are there pots on the fucking counter in the dining room, and then there's like a toaster thing? I thought it was like a 2-tier, like, here's one level, and then there's the next level behind it, and like, whatever. Not that was the perspective, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that is an empty space, and like, Ichia would be back there working, and that's the fucking actual kitchen, and the pots are on the stove, and then there's the sink. Cause like, and then I was just like, why the fuck is there a sink in the? Oh my god, that's the kitchen behind it. Okay. I'm too busy like reading and looking at the characters, and I keep just glancing at the background, and I'm like, I just don't. The dining room is the weirdest setup, but that's because it's the dining room that the kitchen overlooks into the. Okay. I'm not smart. I might have been slightly psychic today, but I'm still not smart. Anyway.
Just a sec. Let me check in the fridge. Ah, there they are. Some leftovers courtesy of Ichia. Let's heat this up and get to eating.
Taiga took a container out from the refrigerator and started preparing it. So, how's everybody been doing? I haven't really seen anyone lately.
Same as usual. Ichia's annoying as ever, and Nayuta's a damn handful.
And Spacey didn't respond. Taiga continued to get the food ready as if I hadn't even asked the question. Then,
you know, if it was just me, I'd eat straight out of the container. But don't mind my rambling. I'll put it on a plate, and I can vouch for the flavor. It was really good.
These aren't really leftovers. They're more like an entire meal.
Yeah, well, oh, you want rice?
That's okay, I'll just nibble on these sides here.
Do it yourself. Let's dig in.
Taiga then immediately started eating. They were all Japanese-style dishes, tailored to Spacey's taste. They looked delicious. I felt a sense of relief when I took a bite of the stewed veggies. It seems I've grown accustomed to their taste, probably from getting used to eating them so much.
Ichi's been whining that there's a bunch of leftover food with you being gone so much lately.
Which is funny, because he was like, good, I have to cook less, and yet he still cooks just as much. You're serious? But I always make sure to call him when I don't need him to make me food.
Read between the lines, dude. It's obviously for later when you come home hungry. Proof is all the leftovers in the fridge recently, and I've ordered Nayuta not to eat them.
Ichi is a rather good-natured person, isn't he? Even though we're supposed to be competing.
That's just how he is.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Nayuta misses you too, dude. He spent his time taking care of you when the lady wasn't home, you know? Now that he's lost one of his duties, he's got too much free time on his hands. So because of that, I'm dealing with this crap now.
Lee, no, I wish I could ask Nayuta to be my personal assistant. My current manager's hard-headed and not very accommodating.
Sure seems like a lot of work to be famous.
Our conversation came to a pause for a moment, but neither Taiga nor I cared and we continued eating. But just when we were about finished...
Dude, why'd you go back to modeling out of the blue?
Taiga looked at me, his expression suddenly serious. That was a sudden question, and I think you know it was because our princess asked me to.
Was that really all it was?
I don't know if I can avoid the question. After I made up my mind, I put my chopsticks down and looked Taiga square in the eyes. Taiga, I'm gonna tell you something. I told Spacey that I loved her. Taiga's eyes grew wide for a second, but then he quickly hid his surprise.
I see. And?
I hate to break it to you guys, but I think her heart is set on me. I've been slowly trying to break down her walls to make that happen. However, there's still one thing missing.
You mean going back to modeling, yeah?
You could say that. Taiga sighed deeply for some reason, even though I explained everything like he wanted me to.
Okay, dude, just a bit ago you asked me how the lady's doing. How do you think she's doing?
To be honest, I had a pretty good idea, but I didn't think I should answer him, so I kept quiet.
She's been totally depressed. Everyone stopped turning on the TV because every time your commercial came on, she looked like she was gonna cry. And she's been eating less, too. Ichi's been on edge because of that. She doesn't even react when Nayuta follows her around. I tried to amp up my teasing just to annoy her a bit, but she got flustered and seemed straight up defeated.
You're not very good at those kinds of things, Taiga.
Bro, it ain't funny. What the hell have you been thinking? Just what are you driving at?
I slowly crossed my legs when Taiga questioned me. You know, Taiga, I've always taken pleasure in being wanted by others and fulfilling their needs. So that's what I intend to do with Spacey, because I thought it would work. But she never talks about what she wants. Now, you can tell what she wants just by looking at her, but she won't even admit to herself what she's thinking.
Yeah, that's definitely her.
But I knew that if I just gave her enough time, one day she would surely realize she honestly needed me. And I planned on being that flexible. But I guess I couldn't do it.
Something happened.
She told me that being unemployed wasn't enough for the Tojo family. I smiled as I said that, but Taiga grimaced in disgust.
Damn, that's, something. But you know how she is. I doubt that's how she really felt.
Yeah, I know.
And why?
I've been keeping an eye on her, so I more or less know what she worries about and what scares her. But when she said that to me, something inside me snapped. And I thought, I want to make this girl cry.
Wow! Be like, I know she said shit, and that wasn't what she meant, but like, you know what? I'm gonna show you. Well, yeah. You say you want this? I'll show you you don't want it. I'm making you cry. You know what? Fair.
I wanted to be needed by her more than ever. I didn't want to just wait patiently like usual. I want her to say she needs me, and that she doesn't want to be without me. To do that, I'll have to be a little mean and back Spacey into a corner, won't I?
Damn, bro. Don't you usually want to avoid making girls you like cry?
Normally, but it's different when they cry for me.
That is some sadistic shit, dude. Tiger's mad. This is Shion's little dark side. He's like, I just wanted her to cry for me. I mean, I don't think he would do this all the time. It's this one time. It's not like the step on me, degrade me a little. Like, Ayuta and his weird kink, and Ichi has kind of similar, like, when you yell at me, I kind of like it. Wait, what? You're a little bit too much like Nayuta. You're a little toned down, but I can't wait. Like, Taiga's gonna be the one that's like, no, I'm just totally normal.
Yeah, but this is the first time I've ever wanted something like this. I don't want to let her slip away, no matter what. And I can't believe I'm acting this way without caring what it looks like. Love sure is amazing, huh?
Oh my god, we have given every one of them their fucked up kinks. We stepped on Nayuta and made him want to be stepped on. We made Shion so sadistic he's like, yeah, I actually want to make her cry. That's fucked up. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever won. She's the one who made me want to make her cry. What? What is wrong with us? We probably made Kasuga whatever the fuck is wrong with Kasuga. I mean, everything is right with Kasuga, but you know there's shit wrong with Kasuga. But like, I love it. Shion.
I didn't think those words sounded like me, but they were how I really felt. I smiled quietly at Taiga as his eyes grew bigger. So, that's why I want you to just be quiet and watch over her. It'll be the quickest way. Taiga fell silent, but he then quickly followed up with a fearless smile.
Sounds like you got a lot of faith in me. But have you forgotten? We're supposed to be competing right now, bro. I might steal your girl while your fancy ass is out there modeling.
Taiga, you're not my enemy. None of you guys are.
Oh yeah? You really think you're that much better?
No, it's because you all like her. Spacey's important to you, so there's no way you'd do the same and make her cry. Unlike me, isn't that right? I wasn't going to let Taiga's empty provocations get the better of me at this stage. I'm sure we both understood that. His slightly sheepish expression confirmed it.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Ichi and Nayuta aren't that stupid to begin with. You can always guess what they're up to. And I'm also... Well, if the lady's okay, then I'm okay. It's just...
Taiga stopped himself and looked at me intently.
I'll pretend I don't know anything for now. But don't go overboard. Everything's got limits, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. I'm afraid everyone will get mad, though. I also have a favor to ask you, Taiga. It'd really help me out if you could keep that meddlesome Jeeves under control.
Kasuga, huh?
It seems as though Jeeves hates my guts, so I think he's the one that'll get in the way the most.
Just love the fact that frickin' Kasuga hates Shion so much. It hurts me that we're gonna fall in love with Shion and marry him and, like, hurt Kasuga! But, like, we can't marry Kasuga for whatever fucking reason that the game has not told me yet. But I'm preparing for, but still. Not gonna stop me, game. Still want to marry Kasuga. I'm just saying. There's very few things you can do that are gonna make me change my mind. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm just saying there's a possibility the game is gonna do something and be like, nope, that made me change my mind. Okay, I don't know what it is yet, but I won't know until we get there. But it's a possibility. I'm gonna say like 98% probably not changing my mind. 2% maybe. We'll see.
I'd really appreciate it, Taiga. I returned his intense gaze with one of my own.
Oh, now you're gazing intently at each other?
Taiga looked a little reluctant, but I knew he wouldn't say no.
It'll cost you, though.
And that's not a problem. After all, I have a lot of friends I can count on.
Jeez, man. You sure don't sound like no angel.
That's in my past, and now I'm just a guy in love with a girl. I smiled at how well that statement fit me when I said it out loud. The end.
Perfect timing.
I'm just a guy in love with that girl.
Yeah.
That phrase suited me better than any other title.
Is this the end of the To Be Hers thing? Yes! Perfect timing. I love it when we end a chapter. Or a little thingamajig. Right in time to start the next little thingamajig, this one. Which we will do in the next part. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up. And subscribe to see more.